Hey guys, so I actually had so much fun doing the full or half a face of full glam makeup and then half a face of natural makeup that I kind of had this idea, which is half a face of drugstore and then half a face of high end. I don't know. Um, Anyways, that's kind of the idea. So I am going to, because I have other things I have to do today. I did go out a little bit today with my mom. I'm going to just use this Makeup Revolution Purifying Priming Spray on this side. Half of my face is going to be primed because I knew I had to do stuff with my mom today, so I really focused on some skincare. Anyways, I'm doing this to the best of my abilities with products that I have. I really had to think outside the box, so hopefully that is okay with you guys. I'm going to use my Jason Blue Prime Eye Primer in Space White for the drugstore side because this is, I believe, available at Target. And then to prime the high-end eye, I'm going to use my One Size Concealer in Fair 1 in. Fine as eye primers, whether you use an actual designated eye primer or a concealer. So I'm going to be using my LA Colors Peach Fizz palette for the drugstore side. I'm trying to get some use out of this palette, so I'm going to start with this shade here as my transition shade. Really worked really well. And then I'm going to go into this shade down here. Kind of like give that like fall vibes. This is the palette I've been wearing a lot of recently because again, it gives me fall vibes. But I still want to do something super, like I still want to do something simple. So I think I'm going to do the orange shimmer down here. Like I said, this gives me fall vibes. I do have a video, I wouldn't say it's up already before this one goes up, of a throwback tutorial with this, where I do fall inspired. And a fall inspired eye look. So I'm going to take the yellow shimmer and pop that in the center. Super cute, like so simple. Like you can get it done for affordable. You can get it done at an affordable price. But we're gonna leave that here and work on the high end side. Okay. I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona Mini Metropolis palette because obviously this is also on brand with it being close to Christmas. So I'm gonna start, I don't know if I showed you guys, with this shade right here as basically the transition and blending shade because it's honestly perfect for my skin tone to be just barely there. And then I'm going to work into this shade. I want to keep that brush completely clean with just that shade so that way I can go back in and really blend should I need it. Next, I'm going to go in with the dark brown. That was just Sigma texting me about their sales. Also, if you want to purchase from Sigma, I definitely recommend signing up for like their text messages because they text me multiple times a day and let me know that they are having sales. All right, so I'm gonna go back in with that shade, and we're just gonna blend. The green shade here because like I said, it is on brand for Christmas, which we are actually a couple days away from Thanksgiving when I'm filming this. Comfortable with this right now. I think I want to go ahead and start working on the face. So I'm distracted. Anyways, for the affordable side, we are using the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator because I have dry skin. So I'm really wanting to kind of like highlight that. Like not highlight, but I just want dewy skin. I've really, really been into dewy skin lately. This is shade Light. And then on the high end side, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Hydromaniac, which I kind of think that this is meant to, like the Wet n Wild was meant to be like this, I think. I don't know. I just like, I see these two in my drawer, and I think they are similar, like in my head. I need a shade match. This is 20 Fair. Have a high-end bronzer, so we're gonna go in with the Glossier Solar Paint on this side. This is in the shade Heat. So that is what we are doing on this side. I like to go in with my cream products first. You guys know that. I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Magic Candy Blush in Frosting Colt. Just very, very lightly because there is this very, very pigmented, and I am going to be going in later with a actual blush, I think so. I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer now on the high end side. This is the One Size concealer in Fair 1 In. I'm going to blend that out. Over and set using my Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie Powder. I'm going to be very, very careful because this is very, very brightening and intense. So that is that. I want to go back to the drugstore side because I don't have any cream. Oh no, I do have a cream product. I'm going to use my Revlon Endless Color Stay Endless Glow in 00 because I don't really have any drugstore highlighters out right now, so that is what I am sticking with. And then I'm going to use my CoverGirl True Blend Concealer in the shade L100 Fair. Over and then just do this side, and I'm going to do the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder in Translucent. I really, really like this stuff. I actually think that this is very similar to the Laura Mercier powder. That is just my personal opinion. This half of my face with my Maybelline Superstay Powder Foundation. Because I kind of need the extra coverage right now. Hang on, tutorial, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Cosmetics Luminous Powder. This is in the shade Do Me. This is gonna go on the high end side, and the reason I'm doing this is not to set, but to add a little extra luminosity. Like I said, I have very dry skin, and any place I can add a healthy glow, I will. It's time to do my brows. So on this side, I'm going to do my e.l.f. pencil. This is just the Filler and Lifter in Light. This is a part of my November brow routine, so I always have this out. And I typically will set with the Anastasia Brow Freeze. We're not doing that on this side today because, like I said, we are doing Drugstore versus High-End. So what I'm going to do on the High-End side is I'm actually going to take this shade from the I just tried to put Natasha and Anastasia together, but from the Natasha palette, and put that in my brows because you can totally do that. Brush those up a little bit, brush through the powder a little bit more because I do have more work I have to do on the eyes soon. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Anastasia Brow Freeze and set this eye. I like to put color down and then set. I don't find that the brows hold very well. Like, I honestly put this in by itself, and I didn't feel like my brows held up very, very well. But I like that they feel set. Okay, so there are the brows. Gigantic difference. Giant difference. All right, we are going to move back on to the eyes. I'm going back and forth. I'm sorry, you guys. So I'm going to take this shade here for the brow bone and inner corner. And then just kind of blend everything on this side. Take this shade here, which was the deeper shade that I used in the crease, and put it down here, and then I'm going to go into this shade, which is my transition shade, and blend everything out. And there is another tutorial with this palette. I've done quite a few recently. I don't know if they're all on this channel. I'm going to use ColourPop's Ninja Way eyeliner. And how I'm planning to do that is I'm going to take this gold shade here, top that in the inner corner, this look, blend a little bit more, take a little bit more of that deeper brown shade. And then I'm going to take something. Then I'm going to take the crease shades. So I think I'm going to start this shade on the lower lash line. Now that that is down, we're going to take the orange shade here. And then that brown shade. With my Urban Decay and Prince So Dark eyeliner. Because, well, this is very Christmassy, I think that it needs the darkness. Two different mascaras. I'm going to go in with the Telescopic Lift from L'Oreal, which has its moment. This Rare Beauty mascara on the high inside. Use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on the Drugstore side. And then Romantic Rose Blush on the Drugstore side. Very nice neutral shade as opposed to the bright pink that is over here. This side with the Glam Light and Chucky blush. Okay. Jeffree Star Supreme Frost in Wet Dream will be on the high-end side. And I'm gonna finish up my lashes. Candy lip oil and peach dream on this side. And then I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick from the Star like Ranch mystery box from summer years ago. This is literally just your lip shade, but enhanced. At least it's my lip shade. Literally just enhanced a little bit. I'm going to set this side with the Glam Light and Rick and Morty setting spray. Kiss number 11, so wispy lashes for the first time today. How do you think which one I need? So full disclosure, this is the first time I've ever used Kiss lashes in my life. So also don't mind the fact that I got foundation on the line. These are drugstore, so I'm putting them on the drugstore side and not the high-end side for a reason, and that is that reason. Anyways, these are the two looks that I came up with. Again, this is my drugstore affordable side, and then this is my high-end side. So you have like fall, and then you have Christmas. How are we thinking? What are we thinking? Let me know which side you guys prefer. Let me know, what kind of makeup do you guys prefer? I have to go work on my phone, and I am going to end the video here. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, y'all.